All right, so get this, you ready? We're diving deep today
Yeah.
into the world of AI.
AI.
Yeah, but we're not talking, self-driving cars or robots, nothing like that.
Okay. I'm listening.
We're talking AI and gold trading. You've
Interesting.
heard of EAs, right? Expert advisors.
Yeah, sure. I'm familiar.
Well, we're looking at one called GoldHFT. It uses, get this, a neural network,
Neural network to trade gold. That's pretty cutting edge.
trades XAUSD.
Okay. Yeah, the gold standard.
And get this,
What?
backtesting shows like 800% returns in under a month. Crazy, right?
Yeah, that does sound pretty crazy, but, back testing.
Yeah, it's not always reliable. We'll get into that. But first, what even IS Gold HFT?
Mm-hmm.
How does all this work? Break it down for us.
You can think of an EA, an expert advisor, like a program, right?
Okay.
It automates trades on a platform, something like MetaTrader.
So it's doing the trading for you,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, exactly. You input like your parameters, risk tolerance, profit goals, all that, and then Gold HFT takes over.
Wow. So it analyzes the market and executes trades based on what, algorithms or something?
Yeah, algorithms, and this one it's got like a four-neuron neural network.
Yeah.
That's like the brain, so to speak.
4 neurons. Really? That doesn't sound like a lot.
Well, sometimes less is more.
Really?
Yeah, in AI, sometimes a smaller network, but it's well designed, it can be more efficient. It's less likely to, what's the word, overfit,
Overfit.
like when it gets bogged down with irrelevant data.
I see. So it's more focused.
Yeah, more precise.
Interesting. So quality over quantity.
Exactly. And, that could be why those backtesting results are so impressive.
All right, so let's talk about that for a second. Those returns, 800% in a month. I mean, come on, that's insane.
Yeah.
If that's real, everybody would be using this thing, right?
Well, yeah, it does sound amazing, but
Yeah.
you have to remember backtesting uses historical data.
Right.
And markets, especially gold, they can be unpredictable. So what worked in the past might not work in the future.
But those numbers are still, they're pretty exciting to see, right?
Oh, for sure. It gives you an idea of the potential, what could be possible.
So a best case scenario kind of thing.
Yeah, in a way. It's more about seeing what the system can do, in ideal conditions.
So how do we know what's actually going to happen in the real world?
That's where real-world performance data comes in. You got to look at how the EA actually performs live in the market.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the guy who created this thing, Aldo Marco Ranches, right?
Yeah.
This guy's been around. He's got 40 years of experience in finance.
Right, a serious pedigree.
Yeah, exactly. And he's really big on transparency and risk management.
That's definitely a good sign.
He talks about ironclad risk management and crystal clear transparency.
It's definitely good to hear, but, it's always smart to do your due diligence.
Of course, of course. So what should people look for, beyond the marketing stuff?
Well, I'd look for independent reviews. See what other users are saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. See if it lives up to the hype. Right?
Exactly. You want to see the proof in the pudding, so to speak.
Exactly. Now, we did come across one review, and this guy wasn't so sure about it. He said it wasn't good for prop firm challenges, I think. What's a prop firm challenge anyway?
Oh, it's like a test for traders,
Contest?
Yeah. They have to meet certain performance goals, and if they pass, they get funded by a prop firm.
Oh, I see.
And these challenges, they usually have strict rules, risk limits, and some EAs, they just aren't built for that.
Ah, got it. So maybe this one's not for everyone.
Maybe not. You got to choose the right tool for the job, right?
Right. And that brings us to another big thing, money management, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's crucial.
So how does Gold HFT, how does it handle that?
Well, one thing it does is it focuses on drawdown protection.
Drawdown protection. What's that?
It's like how much your account balance drops, before it recovers.
Oh, okay, the biggest loss you could have.
Yeah, kind of. And Gold HFT tries to keep that as low as possible.
How does it do that?
It uses an algorithm to adjust the trade size based on your account balance and your risk tolerance.
So, if the market's going against you, it'll automatically make smaller trades.
Exactly. It's like a safety net,
That makes sense. So it's good for people who are, new to this whole thing or maybe a little risk averse?
Yeah, definitely. It's got that built-in safety feature. And the creator, Aldo, he's really big on proper lot sizing, too.
Lot sizing? What's that?
It's basically how much you're betting on each trade. In Forex, a standard lot is 100,000 units of currency. But you can trade in mini lots. Even micro lots.
So bigger lots, bigger potential wins, but also bigger losses, right?
Right. It's like choosing how much to bet at a casino.
Makes sense. So how does this Gold HFT help with lot sizing?
You can set like a risk percentage for each trade. So you decide how much you're willing to risk.
I see.
And then Gold HFT figures out the right lot size based on that and your stop loss level.
Got it. So it takes the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like having a personal risk manager almost.
Kind of, yeah. And there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Aldo recommends setting your max spread like 2 to 3 times higher than your actual spread.
Why would you do that? Wouldn't that mean you'd miss out on some trades?
Well, yeah, maybe, but it's a way to avoid slippage.
Syllabage.
It's when you get a different price on a trade than you expected.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me before.
And it can eat into your profits or, even worse, make your losses bigger. So setting a wider spread, it's like a buffer zone, you know?
Like a safety margin.
Yeah, exactly. So you're only taking trades when the conditions are good. It's all about managing that risk.
Okay, so we've talked about like the AI, those backtesting results, the risk management. Is there anything else that makes Gold HFT stand out?
Oh, yeah. It's very customizable. You can, like, fine-tune a lot of things, like the days and times it trades, profit targets, all that.
So it's not just like a set it and forget it thing.
No, not at all. You've got a lot of control.
Well, that's good. That gives people more control over their strategy, right?
Right.
Okay, we've covered a lot here.
Yeah.
This is fascinating stuff.
There's a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, and we're just getting started, so stay tuned for part 2. We're going to go even deeper into this whole AI gold trading world. All right, welcome back to our Gold HFT deep dive.
We're ready to go deeper.
You know, I keep thinking about that 4-neuron neural network.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, but can we like break it down? I mean, 4 neurons, is that enough, really?
It might seem small, right?
Yeah.
But it goes back to what we were saying. A smaller network can be more agile, you know?
Okay.
Think of it like a chess grandmaster.
Oh, okay.
Focused, precise, not trying to calculate every single move, just the best ones.
So it's all about efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that probably plays a part in those backtesting results.
Right. Those incredible returns. But back to money management. We got to talk more about that.
Absolutely, yeah.
We covered drawdown protection, lot sizing. What else does Gold HFT have, like, built in, to help us out?
Well, there's a lot of control you have. Like, you can set profit targets for each trade.
So, like, tell it to take profits at a certain point.
Exactly. If it hits, say, 5% profit, boom, sell.
Oh, I see. So it takes the emotion out of it.
That's one of the big benefits, yeah.
I know I've held on to losers for too long or sold winners too early.
Happens to the best of us.
Having an EA do that for you, that's got to be helpful.
Discipline is key in trading, and this helps you with that.
I remembered something Aldo said about setting the max spread higher, like 2-3 times higher than the actual spread.
Right.
I didn't really get why. Wouldn't that mean fewer trades?
Yeah, it might, but it's about protecting yourself from slippage, remember?
Oh, yeah, slippage.
When you get a different price than you expected.
Ugh, that's the worst. Like when you're online shopping and the price jumps up right before you click buy.
Exactly. So a wider spread, it's like giving the EA more room to maneuver.
So it only trades when the conditions are really good.
Right. Minimizing the risk.
That Algo guy, he really knows his stuff.
He's been doing this a long time.
But some people might be hesitant, to trust an EA with their money.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I get it. There are scams out there. But this is different. You got the track record of the creator, the emphasis on transparency, and the way it's built, the risk management.
And those backtest results, come on.
Yeah. That 800% gets your attention.
Of course, we know it's not a guarantee or anything.
Right.
But it does show potential.
It does. And what's really compelling is hearing from real users, people who are actually seeing success with it.
Yeah. Like real-life proof.
Exactly. Social proof. Aldo's really focused on building a community around this, too.
I like that. It's not just about the tech, but about helping people.
Right. Sharing knowledge, supporting each other.
So we've talked about the AI, the risk, the community.
Yeah.
Anything else our listeners should know?
One thing, yeah. It's not a set it and forget it thing. You got to learn. You got to optimize.
Keep learning. Keep tweaking.
Yeah, markets change. And you got to adapt. It's about the human element, using your intuition alongside the AI.
Like a partnership.
Exactly. You're the pilot. The EA is your co-pilot.
I like that. So much to think about here.
We're just scratching the surface.
Oh, and we'll keep exploring those ideas in part 3, our final part of this Gold HFT deep dive. We're back, part 3 of our Gold HFT journey. It's pretty mind-blowing, honestly, this whole AI trading thing.
It's a game changer for sure, and it's just getting started.
Like we're seeing the future of finance unfold, right?
Absolutely. And with Gold HFT, we're not just talking about it, we're seeing it in action.
It's not just the tech itself, though, is it?
No, it's bigger than that.
It's about, like, empowering people, giving them tools they didn't have before.
Exactly. Tools that used to be only for the big players, the institutions.
So let's do a quick recap. Key takeaways from what we've learned about Gold HFT.
Okay, sounds good.
First, EAs, they can automate your trading, which is awesome. But it's not like you just set it and forget it.
Right, you got to be
You
involved.
got to monitor, adjust, make sure it's working right.
It's a collaboration, you and the AI working together.
And risk management, that's huge.
Yeah.
Gold HFT has those built-in features,
Yeah.
the drawdown protection, the lot sizing thing, all that.
All designed to keep your money safe.
And, of course, we got to mention those back testing results again.
That 800%, hard to ignore.
Hard to ignore. But we know it's not a promise.
Of course not. Past performance, not a guarantee of future results.
Right, right. But still, it's exciting to see that kind of potential.
Definitely. And when you factor in Aldo's reputation, his experience, the fact that he's all about transparency, it's compelling.
It is. And it gets you thinking, if AI can do this with gold, what else can it do?
That's the big question, isn't it?
What's next? This feels like just the beginning.
Imagine AI managing your retirement portfolio, picking stocks, giving you financial advice.
Wow, yeah. That's crazy to think about.
It's not just about getting rich, though.
No, it's about, like, having more control over your finances.
Oh, exactly. Making things easier, less stressful.
So for our listeners out there, what's the one thing you want them to take away from all this?
Be curious, be skeptical, but don't be afraid to explore.
The future is happening now.
And you can be part of it.
Well said. This has been an incredible deep dive. Thanks for joining us. And hey, maybe Gold HFT is the key to unlocking your financial dreams. Who knows?